Meghan Markle slapped her mouth when Harry and she collaborated with P&G. They launched a partnership with controversial U.S. consumer goods firm Procter & Gamble, to whom the Duchess of Hypocrisy wrote to as a child to complain about sexism in washing up liquid ads. Hello and a very warm welcome to Kate Middleton and the Queen News Channel. Harry and Meghan Markle's R12 Foundation has announced a multi-year global partnership with a controversial American consumer goods firm. The affiliation with Procter & Gamble will focus on gender equality, more inclusive online spaces, and resilience and impact through sport. The couple said they would be working to build more compassionate communities, as the Sussexes are on a mission to bring a more just future for women and girls. But the alliance has raised eyebrows due to the company's checkered history, with it being linked to child and forced labor, animal testing, and price fixing. Even Meghan Markle has hit out at the firm previously, having called for it to change a very sexist dish soap advert when she was just 11. By the way, the irony is that it has been discovered and alleged that Meghan Markle exaggerated her role in prodding Procter & Gamble to heed her protest letter, written when she was 11. This had been an assigned class project, and somehow Meghan Markle had turned it into a starring role for herself, asserting that she had been singled out for specialness. Again, I ask, as I do at times, have the greatest investigative reporters been swallowed up by the whole earth? Plus, on May 4th, the Washington Post had an article proclaiming the Sussexes as the new American royals. It quickly attracted backlash of over 4,000 negative comments by Americans, lambasting these two rogues. These two are now acting like the old communist regimes with puppet media. How much more serious must this get before the Queen removes the most desirable asset Meghan Markle and Harry cling to, their titles? Meghan was said recently to assert that she must keep her titles. It is who she is. At least more Americans are now publicly protesting the arrogant interloping by Harry and Meghan. Meanwhile, more absolute waffle as they jump from one bandwagon to the next. They really will do anything to turn a buck. They keep sinking lower and lower as each day passes. They are getting desperate for cash as the wife's 40-page book of limericks is doing terribly. The Kindle sales chart, which is difficult to manipulate, shows it at number 47,902 in the U.S. It's going even worse in the U.K. at number 62,440. They then have no one looking out for them to point out what's the right way of doing things. They jump headfirst into anything concerning money without checking what companies stand for. Is Procter & Gamble going to put her face on its products? Is she going to do a commercial about hands that can be softer than your face? She's a dirtbag that will agree to anything as long as she gets paid for it. The truth of it is, no one likes to see a narcissist achieve their goals on the back of their lies and deceit. She lied in her interview, all in order to promote herself and smear the royal family as Philip was dying. She is also under investigation for bullying her staff, so this feels like an injustice. But I imagine her former female staff feel even worse, as she is given a role that promotes a safe space for women and girls, whilst they try to recover from her abuse towards them. But on the other hand, it is quite simple. Meghan does these business deals to get rich on the back of humanitarianism. That is her new line of business. I, luckily, don't buy any products from this company because I already buy from smaller, more ethical companies already, so I cannot stop buying from them. However, the nonsense described in this deal is just word salad. In particular, Meghan is currently under investigation by an independent law firm for bullying her staff, mainly her female staff. I cannot imagine how they feel. Her previous staff knowing that she is bleeding about women's and girls' rights whilst they are still recovering from her mistreatment towards them. It is quite vile. Clearly, if Ms. Markle sincerely wants to build compassionate communities, then she should start by building bridges with her own family, especially her father. Thomas Markle is ostracized from Meghan's life and has never met his grandson. I doubt he will see his second grandchild either. Where's Meghan's compassion for her father? Everything this woke narcissist does focuses on women. She's like a budget brand Emmeline Pankhurst. This is just another commercial venture thinly disguised as a social initiative. Daily Mail also reported the Sussexes' move to associate with Procter & Gamble has surprised some due to its checkered history. In 2011, the company was slapped with a €211 million lawsuit or £149 million fine by the European Commission for a price-fixing cartel with Unilever and Henkel. Then, in 2016, it was widely criticized following a report by Amnesty International on child and forced labor. Then, in 2017, Procter & Gamble made headlines for an advert called The Talk as part of the My Black is Beautiful platform. It shows black parents talking to their children about racism through different eras. But some blasted it for only showing mothers talking to their children, while others accused it of being anti-white, which isn't actually a thing. Most recently, the firm was embroiled in a row over a controversial Gillette advert called The Best Men Can Be. It was meant to address Meg's negative behavior, but was panned and became one of YouTube's most disliked videos. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan, who plunged the monarchy into crisis with their Oprah interview in March, had wanted to earn their own money. But the plan was unworkable and would have led to accusations that they were profiting from the monarchy and sparked potential problems scrutinizing companies they might have gone into business with. This is where they may be overstepping the royal protocol, because if they are using the royal titles to promote Procter & Gamble, then the royal seal is only given by the Queen. They will be their own worst enemy and come unstuck, as neither of them are very bright. Make it stop. Do they have any vision, an actual concrete plan, or are they just jumping on any opportunity to make money and stay in the headlines? They were embarrassing before. I don't even know what the word to use to describe them now. Please, can the Queen take away their titles already, so at least then they're only embarrassing themselves and not an entire nation that, I'm sorry to say, they will continue to be associated with as long as they are referred to as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. I'm going with the silent protest. If these two are connected to anything that self-promotes them, I'm not going to buy it. Just who do they think they are? They dumped on this country and its customs whether you agree with them or not. Yet they are still happy to ride on the back of the titles, which are used at every opportunity. Why is the palace not stripping Harry and Meghan of their titles? We are watching them use their gifted titles to build their profiles, sell and profit from their use, and seek to interfere and influence politics and government decisions in America. For the palace to allow this blatant use of titles, ignoring worldwide public opinion, just feels offensive. Has the palace forgotten that they exist through the grace and favor of the public? Time to celebrate American equality by relinquishing all royal titles and drop this silly act of professing to represent values from a family that you have publicly repudiated and a country that you have rejected. Nobody wants to see either of you in public again until you have sorted out your hypocrisy and lack of integrity after years of unsuccessful professional treatment and a public apology to all. And you? What do you think about this couple? Please tell me your view below in the comment section, and we also discuss them together. If you so prefer my video today, remember to like and share it with everyone who will also love it now. Don't be afraid to subscribe to Kate Middleton and the Queen News Channel to not miss any new updates from our team. Thank you for watching, goodbye, and see you in the next videos.